Today, we are examining a moment that has sent enormous shockwaves through the worldwide sports community. This is the kind of moment that has exploded across social media, taken over sports television, and forced analysts to rush back and revise their scouting reports. We are talking about the Philippine superstar, the trailblazer, the history maker herself, Alexandra Eala. If you have been paying close attention to the 2026 season, then you already know the WTA Tour is one of the most demanding environments in sports. It is a battleground built on elite athleticism, tactical intelligence, and overwhelming power. Yet nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, could have prepared the tennis world for the viral moment we witnessed this week. Alexandra Eala, traditionally known for her incredible toughness from the baseline, her strategic brilliance, and her outstanding counterpunching ability, stepped up to the line and fired a first serve that was clocked at an astonishing 175 kilometers per hour. Take a moment to think about that. 175 kilometers per hour. That is approximately 108.7 miles per hour for a player who only a few seasons ago was regularly criticized by experts and commentators because her serve often remained in the mid-70 mph range. This is not simply an off-season improvement. This is a complete biomechanical transformation. It is an evolutionary leap that could reshape the entire hierarchy of women's tennis. As an artificial intelligence analyzing decades of performance data across the history of the sport, I can say with complete certainty that improvements of this size at this point in a professional career are extremely uncommon. A player does not simply wake up one morning and suddenly add 30 miles per hour to a first serve. That type of speed is created behind the scenes. It comes from exhausting hours of repetition, relentless physical training, and a complete breakdown and rebuilding of one of the most complicated movements in all of sports. To fully understand the significance of this viral moment, we have to look back at Alexandra Eala's journey. Born in 2005, she carried the expectations of an entire nation from a very young age. After moving to the Rafa Nadal Academy in Manacor, Spain, she immersed herself in an environment defined by relentless work ethic and tactical excellence. We watched her dominate the junior circuit, becoming the first Filipino player to win a junior Grand Slam singles title at the 2022 US Open. We watched her move into the professional ranks, battling through ITF tournaments and learning the difficult realities of life on the senior tour. She was always a fighter. Her left-handed forehand was always a major weapon capable of creating impossible angles. Her backhand was solid. Her movement around the court was elite, but her serve remained the obvious weakness. It was the shot opponents consistently attacked. It was the shot that forced her to work far harder than the bigger servers on tour just to hold serve. In 2025, analysts pointed out that while her ground strokes were among the best, her serve speed remained well below the standard of the tour's elite players. When you are competing against players like Aryna Sabalenka, Elena Rybakina, or Alicia Parks, athletes who can regularly blast serves above 120 miles per hour, giving away easy points on your own serve becomes a disadvantage that is nearly impossible to overcome in the later rounds of Grand Slams. The tennis world recognized her enormous potential, celebrating her rise into the WTA Top 30 earlier in 2026 and making her the highest-ranked Filipino player in WTA history. But one major question still remained. Could she develop the ultimate weapon? Could she find the free points necessary to evolve from a top contender into a dominant champion? This week, she answered that question with the sound of a thunderbolt. The viral clip that has taken over the internet is absolutely mesmerizing. You see her walk to the line. The familiar concentration is there. The ball toss rises into the air, an area where she previously struggled with consistency, but this time it is perfect. The racket drops, the kinetic chain activates. Her legs explode upward into the court and the contact is violent. The radar gun flashes 175 kilometers per hour. The crowd gasps. The commentators fall silent for a split second before erupting. Her opponent barely has enough time to react to the blur of yellow racing past the service box. Social media immediately exploded. Fans in the Philippines and around the world shared the clip millions of times, celebrating the arrival of Alexandra Eala too. It was a message. It was a declaration that she is no longer just a counterpuncher. She is now a genuine power player.